Now, a recent Herald column by entrepreneur and Perpetual Guardian Group founder Andrew Barnes said that Auckland city centre is on life support. Joining us to either agree with or contest this is Auckland Mayor Wayne Brown. Plenty to talk to you about this morning. Mr Mayor, good morning.
G'day.
Nice to have you back. Can we start with the Auckland Transport bosses? Time for me to step back, it says in today's Herald. What is your understanding of did he quit? What's going on there?
I think it's a good article. It just points out that we're changing it, and the buses will remain with a new part of AT, and the other bits will come to the council, and there won't be a position as a CEO. So he's just the changes that caused that.
Right. So he didn't resign. It's more.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't work for me. He worked for AT, but I'm going to get control of AT.
Yeah.
And there will be, there's a lot of people at AT that may or may not be working at the council.
How many do you reckon are likely to go?
We don't know yet, we're just finding out about it, but the whole point is that I want it to be much, the passenger transport will stay there because they don't do that badly, to be honest. Even if they do have Chinese buses, there's nothing wrong with that. Shouldn't get worried.
I just need to explain the reason Wayne's talking about this. There is a story out today that all these Chinese buses, not just in Auckland but around New Zealand, they could be turned off. The Chinese presumably could just turn them off and we would be left stranded high and dry. Are you worried about this, Mr Mayor?
No, I don't believe everything I read in the newspaper.
Okay. But back to the article you do like, which is the
It's
one.
more important than British lords with their underpants.
No, that's true.
I mean, we'll try and lift today a little bit, can we?
All right, all right. So back to Dean Kimpton. Did you guys have a good working relationship?
Well, he was the person in charge, and I'm the person nominally in charge of the council, and I have very strong views about how roads should operate and how they should be repaired and run, and that wasn't how they did it there. And so I constantly, and as the mayor, even if you aren't in charge of AT, everyone rings you up when something goes wrong. And I got a bit fed up with constant things not being done properly. And just one of the intersections just outside here, was that when they set it up, there was 19 things wrong. You know, it's been, that section of the AT has been poorly run.
Yeah.
So that will be massively changed.
You're kind of glad he's gone in a way.
No, I'm not glad. I'm indifferent to that. I don't get glad or unglad about people.
Okay. Did they listen? Because I saw all the texts that you were sending about the road cones. You know, the ones the mistakes that were being made, too many road cones.
Not just road cones. I mean, just basically, and you know, the road furniture was not conducive to good traffic flows. And we wrote a letter saying that we wanted good east-west flows through the city, and that means Victoria Street and Wellesley Street, and we never got that. But hopefully we will get that after I've managed to clean out all the errors that are on the pavement there now.
Okay. Do you think...
There's been much more standardisation too.
It's my sense from driving through the city at the moment that it is starting to get better, that it is becoming easier to get from one side to the other. Do you agree?
Yes, but it's been a constant hassle. I just want that to be the normal behaviour of the people in there.
Who was going to be the new CEO?
No idea. There won't be a new CEO, it just becomes part of the council.
But isn't there still going to be another separate agency that looks after some bits?
The lady who's running the buses may well just carry on, but that won't mean...
Is that Stacey van der Putten? She's probably just going to get that slot in there.
She's doing that now, and we're just removing stuff so it'll stay there doing that.
Okay. Has the government updated you anything to do with the housing U-turn that they've been talking about? Have they given you a briefing?
We had three ministers and Prime Minister in the office discussing one PC 120 yesterday. It's complicated. The general thrust of making the city more intensified, where we've spent money building railway stations and express busways, makes a lot of sense, and that will happen. And not a lot of people seem to be disagreeing about that. The way that it was kind of put together, and we're following a set of behaviours which have been legislated for us to do here, And some of that wasn't that cleverly thought out at the start, and a few nervous politicians picked up the wrong end of the stick and waved it around. And I think it'll settle down. There won't be multi-storey buildings in everybody's garden.
So that's the gist of what they're changing, is your Ponsonbys or your Epsoms or whatever, they're not going to have big...
Although, if they're right on a major transport,
yes,
they will.
But outside...
And I live in Ponsonby and I live on the top of a story of a building.
Yeah.
And I look out the window at other top stories of buildings. I mean, there's no great surprise there because it's close to the city, and it makes a lot of sense that people live close to the city.
So what are they reversing then? What are they U-turning on? What bit?
Well, there was a figure that they had to have 2 million available, potentially, which didn't mean there's going to be 2 million houses. I mean, if you look at all of New Zealand and look at every section in New Zealand, there's probably 16 million houses available. We're not going to have 16 million houses in New Zealand.
So it's just changing the number.
Yeah, and also settling down the argument. In New Zealand, if you do anything, there's a lot of people who will try and find the worst possible scenario out of it and extrapolate that across everywhere and say, that's what's going to happen. But it doesn't happen. I mean, developers are rational people.
Wayne, what about the, last time we spoke, you said if they hit me with a rates cap, I'll hit them with a tax cap. Did you have some strong words for the PM when he was in your office yesterday?
Well, the rates cap's coming up before the council today there, and I'll just mock it, to be quite honest. I mean, somebody did who's that can of beans? Somebody did that, an analysis of how much it would save, and it's a can of beans a month. There's better ways to get re-elected than doing stuff like that. I've proved it. You do what you said you're going to do.
Love it when you bring a prop in, Wayne.
Well, that's the monthly savings.
Yeah, that's a lot, but 12 of those a year, it's a lot to some people, especially if you've got a mortgage and paying rates in Auckland.
Well, your rates are likely to go up if they put a rates cap on, because we have a very high credit rating. It's because Auckland, and in fact, to get the can of beans, they excluded Auckland's rates rises from the analysis because they were too low, and you didn't get to the baked beans with ours because they've been quite low. And it's only going up a fair bit this year just to put some drivers and trains in the city rail link, which have spent $6 billion building.
So what did the PM say when you told him that his rates cap's stupid?
He said, oh, well, he's the PM, he can do it.
So he doesn't, he's going ahead.
He's going to do it, and he says it's very popular. But if you ask people, oh, we're going to save you money, or have a rates cap, everyone says, oh, that's good. If you say, yes, but you won't have a train now, and you probably won't have your drains cleaned or something. There's always a cost to something. If you just cut something off it, the simplistic solutions to complicated problems have a dreadful track record.
Yeah, fair. Now, the homeless, this move on homeless order thing, where's that at?
Well, I don't know. I asked the Prime Minister yesterday, you're moving on and they're moving on.
What did he say?
I think we're moving on. And I said, I'm quite happy for that to happen.
Right.
I mean, but we...
Has he gone a bit dark on it?
Some of my own mayor's budget is spent on putting council staff out there on the street, but those people know that those council staff can't arrest them. And so...
that's what needs to
people
happen.
At the street are not as ignorant of the details of the law as you think.
All right, finally, the harbour crossing, have they let you in on what they're planning yet or what they're
drilling? No,
drilling
I've let them in what I'm planning. It won't be where they're putting it. It's going to be on Miola Reef. It goes halfway across the harbour, you put dirt on top of that and you've got a short bridge.
Yeah.
It goes to land
But the dog walkers are hating you, Wayne.
Who's that?
All the dog walkers at Miola Park.
Well, we're not going through the park. In fact, it'll be easier for them to get there. One of my family members walks dogs there, and he's very happy about the way it is and everything. But we're not taking out the... I think you've got a little perspective here.
Okay, so
a bridge across the harbour versus a dog walker.
No, I know.
You've been watching too many English lords with their underpants off.
So what? Okay, so you've got a clear idea of where you want the city to go, be it moving on, homeless people, whatever, or the bridge. What did he say about the bridge? I mean, because they're not.
Well, one of the things we're getting out of the legislation for the Auckland Transport changes, which I respect the government for doing. It's very good. It's a very good move for all parties. And one of that is that we will set about jointly working out a 30-year transport plan. And it won't necessarily follow various political promises from people in the past. It will be based upon sensible, economically capable of providing routes to transport goods and people across my city.
All right.
No emotion, just numbers and facts. And that will lead us to much more sensible solutions.
The promised land.
Well,
Promised land.
no, we're in the promising land. We'll go to the land of common sense.
All right. Wayne, now I understand that you'll be with us once a month on the show. Have we got that correct? For a regular sort of slot?
Well, if you last that long, I'll be here, yeah.
We've done 6 months already.
Yeah, you're on trial, mate.
Yeah.
I've done 3 years and I've just got a real boost. So I will definitely be here later in the year, but you can't absolutely be sure of some of the other people you interview.
All right, very good. We'll see you in a month, Wayne. Wayne Brown, Auckland Mayor.